So with the anniversary being just about 2 weeks away from the time of this recording, there's obviously going to be a shift in the meta now. Obviously we're going to be getting the water element Chahayan, that's right beside me. And then even after the anniversary, we'll be getting units like Leonard Newman and then even JINWOO. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what would be the best option to moving forward for like what teams you would actually want to invest in, especially for new and ongoing players. This video will be helpful to both. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Wind first of all. Now Wind is on a rise. Goto, I feel like he completely revived the Wind team before that was even spoken about. So honestly, Wind is actually such a strong element at this point in time because the Yogamon part of the WOBL is going to be weak to wind and water. So you could use wind for Baron, and this is for new players. You could use wind for Baron and then you can use it for Yogamon. So wind is no longer just a early to mid game element that you would invest in. Wind is actually a solid option. Now I will say water, it honestly depends. It depends. Do you have Siorin? Do you have dupes of her? Do you have Meilins? It really depends. Because Chahayan, she's going to be broken. That's confirmed. She's going to be broken obviously. But she's going to need the Siorin. She's going to need the Meilins if she really wants to play at her peak optimal potential. So that's just something to think about. But obviously Wind, you can get this whole team from the custom draws. Goto isn't in the custom pool yet, but I can imagine he will be in a month from now. So you could definitely think about building Wind if you do have a bit of patience. Fire team is obviously Fire team. You know how it goes with Fireman, brute forcing all content. That's always going to be a staple option until they get power crept, which I just don't see happening with how strong our lady Kanai is here, man. She's actually insane. But yeah, so the main teams I would say to invest in for new players, it's wind and water, those two, and then fire. Wind, water, fire, those are the three staple elements. Honestly, I would recommend wind if you're just starting. Obviously Goto banner has left at this point, but he's a breaker. You gotta remember he is a breaker, and Woo Jinchul is a solid breaker. If we're being honest, he's a solid breaker, man. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the roadmap and show what's actually coming for the future. Obviously, I know you guys have all seen this at this point in time, but I just have to quickly go over it again because I didn't get to cover it. So basically, the main point of us looking at this is this unit right here, Leonard Newman. Now, I know he's going to definitely be the main DPS for the Wind team. It's confirmed that he's going to have the Wind element. He's going to be the new main DPS that replaces Mireille, because Mireille at this point she's starting to show signs of age. You know, she's still good, still does decent damage, but when your breaker is doing comparable damage to your main DPS, you know there's a problem, and that's why she's getting replaced. So this obviously future-proofs Wind team even more than it already was with Goto on it, and I really don't see it having trouble with any type of content, honestly, once this guy drops. Now I don't know how good he's gonna be, I don't know his kit, I don't know any of that, but it's just a prediction, man, that this guy is going to be quite good. I don't know, probably not on the Chahayan level, but you know, it's gonna be good nonetheless. So yeah, and then obviously the workshop of Brilliant Light Yogamon, we know about this, weak to water as well as wind. I'm going to be investing in a wind team because it just makes sense. It actually just not a wind team, a water team, because it makes sense. If you look at my box, like, it would make sense. You got to think about what makes sense for your account. If you are an ongoing player, what makes sense the most for your account? Who do you have? What element do you have built so far, and how many dupes? So for me, if you can see my box, I have 2 water units, which is a support and a breaker at A5, so it only makes sense that I go for Chahayan. And if you look at my wind units, you got Mireille at A1 and you got Hansei Mi at A1, Woo Jinchul at A3. No point going for wind. Literally waste. It would be a waste of tickets. Literally a waste of tickets. So for new players, I would recommend, honestly, going for wind as your first priority, or fire, you can make that choice. I'm not gonna force you to go for a certain element, but choose between wind or fire, or you could even get both, because I know there's a plethora of these tickets when you just start the game. But yeah, that's basically it. Honestly, there's not much to say. Light is okay, but I feel like, I don't know, they're good, but they're not the best at the content they were designed for, which is kind of crazy. The fire team kind of overshadows them in damage. They are tankier, but fire team definitely overshadows them in damage. So your three main options will be water, fire, and wind. So that's gonna be up to you guys. I don't know, you choose. And for ongoing players, just look at your account, man. Honestly, depends on your individual account and your circumstances and your investment. I've also made a little creator plus account, so you can go support me. Link will be in the description. Support me. I'm not gonna force you to. Obviously, I know there's better creators, you know, but it would go a long way if you support me, and I'll get the codes rolling, man. But yeah, looking at the developer notes, if you scroll down, I've already scrolled down too far. This is looking gas, man. Honestly, like the quality isn't that great, obviously, but this is honestly pretty nice. Looks good, man. But yeah, these units are also getting a buff. So as I said, I was talking about before, if you do not have Goto, Wujin is getting a buff. So lucky days, man. Happy days. I don't know, they're buffing Esso. I'm excited to see how that's gonna go. And honestly, I'm excited for Gogun because I main light as at this time of recording. So we gonna see how that goes, man. And then obviously this beautiful lady right here, seeing her animations is always nice. Just, wow, man, that is looking gas. That is actually looking so gas. Bro, I'm tempted to A10 this girl, man, but I need to chill. I need to chill. I'm gonna just save my pulse for when future units come. There's literally no point in going for A10. I feel like well, obviously the stat boosters are nice, but from a resource effective standpoint, then there's no point, especially if you're a light spin or free to play. I just don't recommend it, you know. But yeah, going further up, because we did scroll down a bit too much. They also talked about, what did they talk about? Is this all we got? The cycle time spun by the club of reincarnation by the rulers, countless worlds to this time. Pure white sword master made a first appearance. Yeah. Now we've seen this of how she's stoic and stuff like that. Oh yeah, okay. So the upcoming updates for May. So we get Songjin, whose like maximum level expands to 110. Gate tier with expand. Job change will be added. 9 new blessing stones. This is actually kind of big. Like, because obviously I've just started, so I barely have any legendaries. I just have a bunch of heroics and stuff like that. But it's still crazy. I wonder how they're gonna scale, like what the ability is gonna be, and how they can make it balanced. Because I know that they're not gonna make JINWOO too OP with these new blessings. So how they actually gonna work? The amount of gold be added to the weekly missions. Okay. Great performance. Some breakers will be adjusted. Oh yeah, we seen that. Workshop Yogament. Yep. You can use the shard of Yogament to level up the remnant power. Yep. Convert them into shard of bronze. This is kind of cheese, man. You know damn well nobody is converting the Yogament shards back into bronze shards. I guarantee you. They knew not to do the other way around. They knew, bro. They knew. And I get it. I get it. Because I know some people have thousands upon thousands of bronze shards stockpiled, and they would just max out Yogament instantly, and they don't want that. They want things to take time, because if it doesn't take time, that's how people get bored. So yeah, updates for June. New shadow will be added. I don't know what shadow that was. At first I was predicting it would be greed, but I feel like it might be a bit too early for greed. Well, it's not too early. I feel like they'll add something else. I don't know, like a random other shadow from Ragnarok or something. I don't know. The new shadow, or maybe it's already been mentioned. Let me know in the comments below. New shadow scheduled for May and June. Okay, so it's just more like quality of life stuff, the resources stuff, and level cap advancements, stuff like that. And obviously if you want to redeem the code, which you should have already have redeemed, you can go ahead and redeem it. And then yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, if you want more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate that a ton. We have a Discord server now, so the link will be in the description as well as the comment section. But yeah, my name's Eton, and we out.